critique my work as that of anyone else at the station, but she never tore me down to bring me down. She was a straight shooter with me and other women in the building, a good leader. But with those of us on the air, she didn't mince words. The extra scrutiny female talent has to put up with can be cruel and downright demoralizing in a way I think people don't fully grasp. I caught my reflection in a full-length mirror. I definitely made the right choice, wearing a sheath dress with a strong blazer, the perfect balance of femininity and business. It's like a fashion mullet. The dress is the party in the front, the jacket, the business in the back, I explained to Ellen, who was thoroughly amused, which is saying a lot for her. I've noticed when other people are around, she goes into her own code switch mode and tries to present herself a certain way. "Hey, Jordan, look at these." The photographer hired for the shoot switched on his camera's LCD screen and shared some candids. He had been trailing me all afternoon, but noticeably steered clear of the director, who was prepared to put up with my being indecisive and visibly uncomfortable with all of this, but that courtesy was not extended to others. "Just a few more, Jordan. Can you look over here?" the photographer asked. "Turn just a little more toward me. Smile. Hold it." This level of investment by the station came with a price. The yellow gaffer tape, the exact hue of crime scene tape, could mark the spot where my career died, too, if this campaign didn't spike ratings or bring Channel 8 enough attention to win a local Emmy. "Where did you just go, Jordan?" the director sharply asked, snapping his fingers in my line of sight. "Come back." "Sorry, Raffi." The director's name was Rafael Navarro, but after this long day, I felt we were close enough to give him a nickname. "I can't believe all of this is happening. It's been crazy." "All the attention?" he replied, confused. "Yes, the attention, the expectations. It's a lot." Raffi was perplexed. He was used to people being thrilled to be on camera, to have this kind of a fuss made over them. "Isn't this why you got into the business?" he asked. "Actually, no." "Turn this way and fold your arms," he said. "Please, no folded arms. Why are all the promo pictures of female anchors like this?" I demonstrated the classic pose. "I'm confused. What is this supposed to convey?" Ellen sounded off behind me. "Hey, Jordan, the quicker you give him the shot, the sooner we can have drinks." "Oh, Ellen, that was the motivation I was looking for." I had been warned that these shoots could go on forever. A lot of hurry up and wait. I just didn't realize standing in place could be so exhausting. We wrapped just short of 6 hours, which didn't include the 2 extra hours for hair and makeup. The energy of finally being outside brought new life to us both. I coveted Ellen's more practical choice of footwear, a pair of brown suede boots she scored at DSW. She loved reminding me how much money I wasted buying shoes at full price. But Never Pay Full Price was my middle name. It also was my little secret that I conveniently withheld. "What time is it?" I asked Ellen, one of the few people I knew who still wore a wristwatch. Her affinity for nostalgia, I surmised long ago, was part of what made her so good at her job. The integrity required to lead newsrooms was not talked about nearly enough at the journalism conferences I'd attended over the years. Instead, panelists espoused the power of the anchor man, but the men who hired those men, and they are always men, don't get called out often enough or in the way they should. I've watched some of them lurk around the newsroom, slapping their top dog evening anchor on the back as they all wink and nod and peer salaciously at just about every woman in the room. I've heard stories of news directors raiding on-air women and even interns like a bunch of frat boys. These same men then pretend to be outraged when an executive gets called out as a serial sexual predator and becomes front-page news. They are as much to blame for the huge pay gap between women and men in the business as the general managers are. And don't get me started on the stories they deem newsworthy.